that through education is how you're going to make it. Even if you become educated and you're driving a taxi, it's okay, because education is better for you to have it and not need it than for you to need it and not have it. They come to your place and they say, we need somebody who is going to be the commissioner. Do you have anybody? And then you look around and nobody's educated. How can you be a commissioner? Does everybody have to be like Chisco?
No.
Does everybody have to be like Izuchukwu or Ekede Izuchukwu and the rest of them? No.
Hello, my people. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending where I'm watching us from. I'm currently at Palace of His Royal Majesty IGWE OFOBUIKE OFOBUIKE. So I'm with him now, and the only reason I come here is to find out about his brother Prince Titus OFOBUIKE. His brother, the one who found People's Club, so that he will tell us one or two things he know about him. He's the founder of People's Club. So let's listen to His Royal Majesty. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Bonaventure from Creative Law TV. The reason why I come here is to know about your brother, Prince Titus OFOBUIKE, late. So he's the one who found the People's Club, and I would like to know something about him, and that's why we're here. So can you tell us about your brother and how he found People's Club?
Okay. My name is His Royal Highness Alphonsus OFOBUIKE OFOBUIKE, barrister at law and attorney at law, USA. I'm the IGWE of OFOBUIKE.
Okay.
And my uncle that you refer to is Prince Titus Ike Umezoke. He was the founder of the People's Club. He's now late. I think he died either 2005 or 2006 was when he died.
Okay.
And he died, I think, just right after he celebrated his 80th birthday was when he died.
Wow.
And he lived a long life, and his children are all well to do, all of them. There's no hitch on that. And he was I think, the fifth son of my grandfather, His Royal Highness Peter Umorimiri Ezoke. The Ume that you hear in the Ezoke that Prince Titus was answering was Umorimiri, which was his father. The father is Umorimiri, so the Ume is Umorimiri Ezoke. That's why you see the hyphen. I knew when I was growing up was when I was hearing about, is it Oka or something like that, that eventually culminated into People's Club of Nigeria. I was very little then, so I wasn't really paying too much attention to People's Club because it really didn't mean anything to me, except that I knew a lot of people were coming to visit him, and he entertained a lot of people, and he made the name prominent. This Ume is okay. He made it prominent, very, very prominent. It was eventually when Chief Edwin Umezoke, who was the fourth, I think the Second Republic, that he was the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Edwin Umezoke. It was him and Prince Titus Ike Umezoke that made the Umezoke name very prominent in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the family, the Ezoke family, they owe him a lot for the promotion of the family name. And as you can see on my right hand side is his house. So, and then the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Edwin Umezoke, that's the upstairs that you see there that has the red thing at the top. Okay. That's his house.
Okay.
And the former Accountant General of Anambra State,
okay,
Geoffrey Ezoke, that's his house right there at the end, right there.
Serious.
So everybody, we all live here. And my father was the oldest of the males. So that's how he became the IGWE. My dad became the IGWE of OFOBUIKE. Then after him, he died in 1979. Then in 2004, I was crowned as the IGWE. But my uncle Titus, his mother is from Azia in Anambra State, and Not one of the oldest of the sons of my grandfather, but not one of the youngest, just somewhere there in the middle. And he, like I said before, he made the family very prominent by taking that position and being the founder of People's Club. It made him to travel to a lot of places like the United States. There was a time he came to the US. I went to visit him there. And his own children, they have carried on his legacy. I don't know if they're members of People's Club, but I know they have carried on his legacy. So that's basically the background, his own background. I am the first son of my father, and like I said, Umorimil is their father, and Umorimil had about 15 wives during his time, during his reign as the Igwe of Anuch. And he lived there. That's where Umorimil lived. He built his house in 1924. And he was the birther of this prominent man that I just named. So through that period, I was just growing up and seeing them as my uncles. Not uncle the way Nigerians use uncle, like your cousin is your uncle, your town person is your uncle. No, he's actually my true uncle, direct uncle. So I am his nephew, not like the way we use uncle. So, and you can see his house here. And he was a good man when he was alive, and he did a whole lot for our people, for Amish people, and for Ezoke family specifically. And his legacy lives on.
Okay. So did he marry? And how many children does he have?
Yes, he was married. He was married to Catherine from Ozobolo, and he had Ifeoma Nwokedi, Chinwe, Nwamaka Nnemeka, Chukwudi, Obinna, and Ikem. So eight kids, and I think that 3 of them were girls, and 5 were boys.
Okay.
They're all grown. They're all adults, married with children.
So do you have any idea whether any of his children is a member of People's Club?
I wouldn't have the slightest idea. The person that I think that may be a member will be Ikem, but I don't know. You know, their daughter is married to Simo Obiora. One of the daughters is married to Simo Obiора's son. So I don't know if by through derivative membership that the daughter is a member. I don't know.
Okay, sir. So a lot of people are saying People Club is a group of occultic people. That is an occultic group. What can you say about it?
Well, every group is an occultic group. The Igwes in Anambra State, they are occultic group. Zenozo Amici, they are occultic group. Every group, the Reverend Fathers in the Catholic Church, they are occultic group. It depends on your definition of occultic and the way you use it. Because occultic is like fraternity. It's in America, they use fraternity to mean people who have something in common, that have a common interest and a common goal. And then they come together and they form what is called fraternity. So in Nigeria, it's used in various ways. Cultic, to say that something is occultic, does not necessarily portend something that is negative, as is used every day. Occultic means also that it's something, people that have a common interest, and they exclude everybody else so that you don't know their secret, the secret of their interest. They term that as occultic. It's like when they start saying that somebody is a ritualist, and I keep reminding people that when a Reverend Father carries the chalice and the ciborum up, that's a ritual also. So it depends on how you use those words. So occultic may not necessarily mean something that is negative. It could mean, because in order for you to be a member of a People's Club, you have to pay their dues. You have to attend meetings. You have to show interest. You have to be somebody who is prominent. They don't just want to pick anybody off the street to be a member. So when you want to be a member, they may exclude you because you don't have the requisite position in the society for you to be a member. So that's cultism. So, but that's it depends on how it's used.
Can you show us his house and possibly where he was buried?
His house is there. I don't really know specifically where he was buried because I wasn't here when he was buried. But my PA can show you where his house is. His house is the upstairs, just on the right hand side here.
Okay,
So it's
sir.
not too far. It's a walking distance.
Okay,
It's
sir.
inside the palace. Yes.
So, what will you tell the new generation who want to be great as your uncle, but they are doing it anyhow just to make names? So, what advice do you have to give the new generation, like we who are growing up, looking up to them, but we are following wrong way? What advice can you give us?
Well, it is society that determines what's wrong. It's not necessarily God. Some people think that God said so, but it's society that really determines that cocaine is against the law. It's a society that determines that. Now, when you steal from somebody, it's in the commandment of God that thou shalt not steal. So it's not necessarily societal. It's biblical and it's legal. So when you begin to steal, I'm a lawyer. I'm a criminal lawyer in the U.S. And when you begin to try to make money anyhow, you run into the law. And sometimes you get lucky that you actually make money and you get to spend the money, enjoy the money, and then live out of that um, lifestyle and go into a more legitimate lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's what is called money laundering. When you go from stealing money and then you try to live a legitimate life. Remember that laundry means to wash clothes, right? So you're washing the money so that it will be clean. That's why it's called money laundering.
Okay.
So if you make your money legitimately, and there are several ways of making money legitimately, um, you do something that is unique, and the society will look for you. If you go and start buying a goosey to sell at the market, then naturally you're going to compete with market women and just regular people on the street because everybody's selling a goosey. But if you bring something that will make a car drive faster, you are selling something that is unique, and every car manufacturer will come looking for you. So you become prominent, just like Bill Gates with Microsoft. But the use of nowadays, can you really honestly blame them for trying to make it without having to work hard? Because people show off their wealth, and most of those wealth are illegitimately gotten. So when a child is looking at you, he will try to imitate you. He would like to be like Hush Puppy. He would like to be like you, Ledochie, and the rest of them, because they feel that that's the trending lifestyle. So you yourself, that's the adult that has made money. Remember that people are watching you, that you are a role model to the upcoming children. So if you show them that you made your money illegitimately and you're throwing it around and women are chasing after you and you're driving the fanciest cars, they want to be like you. But what I tell the young ones every day is that you are more likely to make it out of education and through education. I could have easily stopped my education, but I went to law school in the United States and I became a lawyer in the year 2000. And I could have stopped there. I came back to Nigeria and I went to law school. I became a lawyer in 2018. That's because I understood that through education is how you're going to make it. Even if you become educated and you're driving a taxi, it's okay because education is better for you to have it and not need it than for you to need it and not have it. They come to your place and they say, we need somebody who is going to be the commissioner. Do you have anybody? And then you look around and nobody's educated. How can you be a commissioner? Does everybody have to be like Chisco?
No.
Does everybody have to be like Izuchuku or Ekered Izuchuku and the rest of them? No.
No.
Because that's not the only way people succeed in life. There are so many people who are very rich. Elon Musk, engineering. Bill Gates, engineering. Microsoft, and the rest of them. That's how they made it. They made it through education. And so can you. There are some better ways of making a living. And I implore the young ones to not just trying to be like people that made it or made it through the fast lane. You don't have to always be rich. You can be middle class. You can fill up the middle class because Nigeria doesn't have middle class. It's either you're poor or you're very rich. So let's find the middle class. And these are young ones. Through education, you can fill up the middle class in Nigeria.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
I must confess, it's today that I know. Then you just teach me what the meaning of money laundering.
Yes.
I must say it so that my fans will hear it. I've been hearing money laundering, but I don't actually know the meaning.
Yeah.
So, but meeting you today just opened my eye to know money laundering. Just tell me how it is. So,
Yes.
and I'm grateful for that.